fitness freaks, Anita here, and I am back with another Piit28 review. Today I'm going to review Piit28 3.0, and that came out a couple months ago. Now you know I am a die-hard Piit28 program lover, so you know I was going to purchase 3.0 and was going to do a review. If you guys want me to go more in depth on what Piit28 is, I will leave the link down below to my two previous reviews. I was really excited when she announced that she was releasing 3.0 because I love 1 and 2.0, and I just wanted to see how much more different the program could become. When I purchased the program, I was really excited to read that the program would be slightly different and it would be more focused on muscle strength. But the program is the same format as the other two. You do it for 28 days. And 3.0 also came with a Pitstagram challenge as well. Up to this date, I already completed 2 rounds of 3.0, so I have a pretty good idea on how I feel about it. And so that's why today I wanted to tell you the pros and cons of how I felt about the program. First, let's start with the pros. I can honestly say that the 3.0 workouts are way more challenging. I feel like with these workouts I had to concentrate more on what I was doing because they were more intense, and the harder and more intense the moves are, the more prone you're likely to get injured. So I really had to be careful and really focus. Another pro is that she included some new moves for us, such as the one-armed burpee and the knee in flyers and the tabletop turnovers. If you get 3.0, I'm just warning you that those 3 moves are the absolute worst. Tabletop turnovers you only do 1 time out of the whole program. Knee and flyers you do a couple times, as well as the one-arm burpee, so I'm warning you. Another pro is that there's actually not as much jumping in 3.0 as opposed to the 2 previous programs, which is something I was really excited about because I felt like all that jumping with 1.0 and 2.0 really stressed my joints, and I was really sore, especially my feet. My feet hated me when I did 1.0 and 2.0. So I'm really glad that there wasn't that much jumping as there was with the other 2 because it just put a lot less stress on my joints. Another pro, as I mentioned earlier, is that there is an emphasis on strength training. I felt like with the previous 2 versions, there was an emphasis more on cardio than anything else because, like I said, there was a lot of jumping around, whereas this program, there's not that much jumping around, so you're more focusing on your muscles. Another random pro is that there are catchier titles like Armed Forces and Burn Baby Burn and Back That Ab Up. I thought that was really clever, and it was way more catchier than the other 2 programs. Now, of course, with each program, there are some cons. There are some recycled moves, I guess you could say. There are some moves in 3.0 that have different names that I've seen before, like the Super Marios. I remember she did that same move in her video on her channel with those 2 British guys. I don't remember what the move was called that they said in that video, but it's the same move as the Super Marios in 3.0, so I was like, that's weird. I thought it was called this. Shooting Star. Shooting Star was another one that seemed very familiar to me. It was very similar to the Air Jack. I believe Air Jack was in 2.0, but Shooting Star and Air Jack were pretty much the same move. So it's very confusing to me as a person who has done her workouts for like over a year now, Pilates and Pitt, to see the same moves but different names. It just kind of gets confusing. Another con is that I feel like this program puts too much pressure on my wrists. Now, I know I said a pro was that there wasn't that much jumping, which helped my joints, but that excludes the wrists. There are a lot of moves that involve wrist movement, and my wrists hated me doing both rounds, and I hated it too. It hurt so much, and my wrist never got used to it, which I would partly take the fault because I could strengthen my wrist just by doing wrist curls on the side. But at the same time, for people who have weak wrists like me, it put a lot of stress on my wrist, so that's just a heads up. That's it for cons. There weren't that many cons. I really do enjoy 3.0 out of the other 2 so much more. But I do have a few neutral feelings about 3.0. The warm-up video and the 3 stretching videos are exactly the same as the previous 2 versions. In my opinion, I feel that since each Piit28 version is different as far as like focus on your body and your muscles, I feel like there should be a different warm-up and different stretching videos to coincide with each version. Because like I said, there's not that much cardio as far as 3.0 goes. I feel like there should be different stretches because of that, because you're not ridiculously jumping around. And the last neutral feeling that I have is that there's no new tank top, but that also went for 2.0 as well. I don't know, I just feel like I'm prone to wanting to complete each program when there is a reward at the end. Am I the only one? Like, to be completely honest, that was the main reason why I did 1.0 in the first place, because you can earn a free tank top, and I felt like it was worthwhile doing it because I was going to get something in return. Of course, results are a reward, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like, I don't know, just having a tank top to wear and to rep is just 10 times more cool. It partially sucks that there wasn't a tank top for 2.0 or 3.0, but I can live with it. I have this tank top. I'm proud to wear this tank top, so it's not really that big of a deal. Now, I know all of you are dying to see the before and after I completed 2 rounds of 3.0. Sadly, the results are not that great. I'm still gonna insert the before and after here, but as you can see, I gained a lot of weight and I actually look way bigger than I did a year ago. Unfortunately, a couple months before 3.0 came out and before I purchased it and completed it, I started birth control, and one of the side effects of my birth control is ridiculous appetite, which of course results in weight gain because I'm eating a lot. It was something out of my control. I couldn't really do anything about it. It was just the hormones going crazy. I know that sounds like a lame excuse, but until you've been on the type of birth control that I was, it's very hard to comprehend and understand. So I gained a lot of weight back, and unfortunately, I basically gained all my weight back. Not gonna lie. I know it may not seem like it in my face and in my arms and whatnot that I gained all my weight back, but according to the scale I did, I lost, I think, around 30 to 35 pounds last year, and within a matter of months, I gained it all back. And it was a very big setback for me. I was really devastated when I put up that before and after picture on my Instagram because I just felt like a loser and a failure because I gained all my weight back. But I'm happy to say that I am completely off of that birth control now. It's still leaving my body. It's not completely gone out of my system, but I am not taking it anymore, so hopefully the weight will start dropping off again. I just wanted to share that with you all in case any of you are taking birth control and it's making you gain weight. I just wanted to do that little backstory of my before and after, because if I just threw up the before and after, you would say, why did you gain weight? You're supposed to lose weight. You're doing pits. You've lost weight before. Why didn't you do it now? And that was my reasoning. I'm sorry. But yeah, that is my 3.0 review. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please leave any suggestions on any types of videos you want me to do down below, and I will do them for you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Stay healthy.